Good morning, friends. Happy Friday to all of you. This is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. President Biden just signed a new bill that increases the government's debt limit. Democrats are also now working on passing voting rights before Christmas. In a video later today, I will be announcing the winners of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway.
Mr. President, Senate Democrats are working to pass Build Back Better and send it to the President's desk as soon as possible so we can strengthen the middle class, create opportunity in the 21st century, and fight the climate crisis. Yesterday, I had a good discussion with the President and the Speaker where we talked about ongoing negotiations on finalizing the Build Back Better Act so we can pass it through the Senate. The President requested more time to continue his negotiations. And so we will keep working with him, hand in hand, to bring this bill over the finish line and deliver on these much-needed provisions. At its core, Build Back Better is about making the greatest investment in the American people that we have seen in generations. It's about building new ladders to help people climb into the middle class and providing them stability to thrive in the middle class once they get there. That means lowering the costs of prescription drugs, extending the child tax credit, making child care more affordable for tens of millions of families, expanding housing, early education, and affordable health care. And it means taking unprecedented steps to fight climate change and lay the groundwork for greater action in the future. These are all things that the American people want. These are things Democrats are fighting to secure. And it cannot be forgotten that not a single Republican, not one, has joined us in making them happen. They're opposed to making child care more.
According to the White House, President Biden just signed a bill raising the U.S. debt limit ceiling that passed Congress earlier this week. Congress voted to raise the national debt limit by $2.5 trillion and extend it into 2023 after lawmakers raced to avert a catastrophic default ahead of a critical midweek deadline. The Senate moved to pass legislation to increase the limit in a vote that fell along party lines with a final tally of 50 to 49. The House voted 221 to 209 in the early hours of Wednesday morning to approve the bill. GOP Representative Adam Kinzinger of Illinois was the lone member to break the ranks and voted with Democrats. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen had warned that the debt limit could be reached on Wednesday, leaving Congress with little time left to resolve the issue. A first-ever default could have sparked economic disaster, and party leaders on both sides of the aisle had made it clear it must be prevented. Despite pleas from officials and watchdogs about the consequences of defaulting, Republicans remained steadfastly opposed to supplying votes to raise the debt ceiling. In response, Congress passed legislation last week to create a fast-track process to allow Democrats to raise the debt limit in the Senate without any help from any Republicans. It was expected that Democrats would raise the limit by an amount sufficient to ensure that the issue will not need to be addressed again until after the 2022 midterm elections. Analysts had said a mild recession would likely be the best-case scenario in the event of the U.S. government defaulting on its own debt. Failure to raise the debt ceiling in time could have also halted payments that millions of Americans rely on, including paychecks for federal workers, Medicare benefits, tax refunds, Social Security checks, and payments to federal contractors. Congress has been struggling for months now over how to address the debt limit. So in October, following weeks of partisan deadlock over the issue, lawmakers passed a short-term debt limit extension into December, after Democrats and Republicans reached a deal to avert economic disaster. So friends, what are your thoughts on President Biden raising the debt ceiling? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Top Senate Democrats are shifting their focus to voting rights as Senator Joe Manchin pumps the brakes on the party's hopes of passing a sweeping social spending bill. Joe Manchin and President Biden remain miles apart on the roughly $2 trillion Build Back Better bill. A White House insider said, if Joe Manchin needs more time on the Build Back Better, Joe Manchin will get more time, not as courtesy, but because there is no other choice. The good news is that he's willing to keep talking. The bad news is that talking is not action. The Build Back Better, which would expand programs like Medicare, provide universal pre-K, and fund anti-climate change initiatives, has led the centrist senator to voice concerns on the bill's impact on inflation and language on a child tax credit. Democrats have long stated that election reforms are a leading priority for the party. So friends, what are your thoughts on changing the voting rights legislation? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The keyword for this video is glacier. If you would like to enter this Friday's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like my videos, comment below this keyword, and also make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, friends. Senate Democrat Kristen Sinema is doubling down on her support for the 60-vote legislative filibuster, throwing a wrench into a frantic, last-ditch effort to get a deal to change the Senate's rules before the end of the year. Her statement on the topic comes as a group of Democratic negotiators tasked with leading the discussions have been holding a flurry of behind-the-scenes talks about how to change the rules and break the stalemate on long-stalled voting rights legislation. But while Kristen Sinema is making it clear that she supports voting and election reform bills that have been blocked by GOP senators, she's also standing by her support for keeping the 60-vote legislative filibuster and warning against a carve-out from the rule for voting rights. John LaBombard, a spokesman for Sinema, said that she continues to support the Senate's 60-vote threshold, which she believes would protect the country from repeated radical reversals in federal policy, which would cement uncertainty, deepen divisions, and further erode Americans' confidence in our government. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here this Friday morning. I truly appreciate all of you who are watching my videos. If you would like to enter today's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like my videos. Comment below the keyword from each video that you watch, and also please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, friends.